Hello everyone, welcome to Spiritual Butterfly. Today I will be doing a pick a card reading for the month of March. So I have 3 numbers on the screen that I want you to choose from. You can choose more than one number. Remember that this is general, not everything is going to resonate. Take what does, apply it, and leave the rest. Also, collective, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell in order to receive notifications when I post. So I'm going to go ahead, give you a few moments, and then we'll jump right in. Hello, Pile 1. So if you chose Pile 1, we're going to look at your March messages. So Pile 1, starting off, I have the 8 of Swords and the Sun, clarifying. Pile 1, actually, you have a lot of major arcanas, so there's definitely going to be some very significant changes for you in the month of March. With this 8 of Swords, I just feel like turning your back to the world. I feel like for someone, like, you're going to be turning your back, I heard, to things of the old. I feel like you're going to be doing like a clearing out of your space. I heard your home. I heard like a renewal when it comes to your energy. But there's definitely going to be a difference within you, a shift in you. And I'm looking at the trees for someone, like you may be getting out into nature a lot in the month of March. I feel like with this 8 of Swords, looking at the cage, for some of you, it's like you've been in a very like stuck place, and really have not been able to see an ending. I heard like haven't seen your way out, but I heard God's got a way, pile number 1. So this is God, this is spirit, like letting you know that whatever situation, circumstance that you're currently facing, you feel like you're stuck in, you're actually not stuck. It's all in your head. All you have to do is look up, and then you will be free from your situation, free from your circumstances. There will be a resolution to the problems, the issues that you have been facing. And it's like with the Sun, this is a lot of happiness. I heard like abundance coming in, pile number 1. I heard like unexpected, expect the unexpected. I feel like I heard waiting for. I feel like there's something that you've been waiting for, and you may have felt like it was never going to come. Spirit says for some of you, you actually have forgotten about this, but it's going to be, I heard, a pleasant surprise to you. And this is going to shift things. I heard like the dynamics of your situation. This is also going to change your perspective, and you're finally going to be able to look up through this hole, through this opening, and set yourself free. Walk away from the doubt, walk away from the fear, and become whole. I see a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. I heard a lot of dancing. For some of you, when you find out this news, you may burst out into a dance. I heard shouting. I heard hallelujah. Someone may actually shout hallelujah. Yes. This is definitely going to be a very significant blessing, something that you've been waiting on. For someone, like this is a job, a very significant job opportunity coming in for you in the month of March. But this is definitely going to make you very joyful. And I heard feeling blessed and loved. The next card that I have is the 4 of Pentacles. Clarified by the Devil, Capricorn energy. So for some of you, like you're being asked to like keep your distance from certain people. I feel like there's certain energies around you who I heard like take advantage of, who take advantage of you. I also heard like play on your emotions. And I feel like you're just getting this urge to just kind of distance yourself. I heard like to walk away from a situation, to turn your back on certain people who are no good for you. I'm also getting, for some of you, you may be cutting out toxic behavior. I heard such as drinking, excessive drinking. I'm also getting like partying. I feel like this is just going to be you removing yourself from things that are no longer beneficial to you, to your growth, because it's like you want a new life. You see yourself. I heard like living this lifestyle. So you see yourself in a brand new lifestyle, leveled up, being prosperous, having what you want, and you're recognizing that you're not going to get that if you continue hanging around the same people, engaging in the same toxic behaviors. And it's like these people, they want you bound to them. They don't want you to change. They benefit off of you being the same, off of you operating from a low vibration. They benefit off of this. This gives this people or this person a sense of control over you. But it's like you have the chains around you, around the gate, and you're saying no more. You do not have access to me anymore. You do not have access to my energy. Next, I have the sun. Beautiful, beautiful, the sun. I feel like for someone, like you're going to be going through a major glow up. You may be changing the way that you dress, your hair. I've also heard like bubbly personality. You're just going to be so much more happier. Again, I heard just feeling a sense of freedom. It's like finally you're here. Finally you have arrived. There's going to be something that is taking off for you in the month of March, pile number one. And it's like this is your arrival. This is your presentation to the world. A lot of situations are going to be balancing out for you. I heard good karma. So you're getting a lot of justice. And it's like with this being like a major arcana, this is like major justice. This is like karma that will change your life forever. Things will never be the same. You will never go back to the way things were. It's like the sun. You're getting everything. And Spirit is saying more. So it's like whatever you've been hoping for, pile number one, whatever you've been praying for, it's like you're not only getting that, but God's Spirit is blessing you with more. Next, we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. So for some of you, you've been going like through financial troubles. I'm also getting like waiting with the Ten of Wands. For some, you've also been like waiting on something to take off. I feel like you've been pouring into something, but you just haven't been. I heard like residual. For some of you, like you may have been trying to create residual income for yourself, but it's like you've just been piling on work. Putting in a lot of effort. I heard like a lot of overtime for someone, but not really reaping the benefits of the work that you've been pouring out. And it's like finally you're getting ready to see success. You're getting ready to get your rewards, your just due. And this isn't just, you know, a typical blessing that's coming in, you know, an everyday blessing. This is something that is going to change your life. This is something that will give you generational wealth, forever flowing. This is money that is going to continue to pour in. I heard trickle. So yeah, this is something that's going to continue to pour, continue to grow. It may start off small for some of you, but I heard like build. It's going to be something that's going to continue to build. And at the bottom of the deck, I had the Emperor. For some of you, you're elevating to this Emperor status. But it's like Spirit had to take you through this process, this journey of, you know, recognizing that you were never caged. You were never bound to any situation, that you were actually free. And that in your freedom, you learned that you no longer needed certain people or certain situations in your life. And by you clearing house, you came more into yourself with the sun. You became happier. You developed a sense of internal peace with yourself and with your choices. And it's like, now you're free. You're free from the burden. You're free from the bond. I heard financial bond. For some of you, in the month of March, you're going to be learning how to be better stewards over your finances, how to save, how to focus on your credit. But it's like this whole process is leading you to the Emperor, someone of status, someone who's very powerful, who demonstrates power, not only when it comes to your career, your finances, but the Emperor is about just having power over all of your life. Being confident, being secure with where you are, who you are. So let's get some more messages. Spirit, give me some more messages for pile number 1. So what do I have here? Relaxation and embracing. I heard stress. For some of you, you've been stressing, you've been worried, overthinking. Again, going back to this 8 of Swords energy, you're finally going to come to a place where you can just relax and enjoy the scenery. Enjoy everything that you have created for yourself. Enjoy the life that you have built and that you are continuing to build. It's going to give you a great sense of gratitude. You're going to appreciate the struggles that you've been through, because you're going to recognize that those struggles, those experiences have led you to this point. So it's like embracing. It's like looking back and just embracing everything. And, kind of like God just putting all of your experiences, all of your trials, your tribulations, all of the good times into one big pot and stirring it all together and pouring it out. And there you have abundance soup. There you have your breakthrough. That's what some of you are going to be enjoying. You're going to be sitting back and enjoying your breakthrough. You finally made it. You finally overcome a challenge that you thought was going to last forever. But Spirit says seasons. Your season is getting ready to change. It was only a season. And in that season, you was meant to grow. You were meant to learn. And for a lot of you, you have grown. You have evolved. You have done the work. Regardless of how difficult it was, you released the wands, the burden. You stopped trying to carry so much. And you learned how to just let go and be. Let's get some more final messages for you. Spirit, tell me about relaxation. Okay. Yeah, I have the High Priestess in the reverse. So yeah, it's like you're learning how to trust yourself. You didn't trust yourself. You didn't trust your intuition. I'm also getting like honor yourself. For some of you, like Spirit says, like you didn't honor yourself. You didn't honor who you are. You didn't honor your gift. I heard like you didn't honor your soul's calling. Spirit is calling you to move. I heard you gotta move. Spirit is calling you to move into a certain direction, to take a certain path. And there are people who can't go with you. And it's like you were not honoring yourself. You were not honoring the call. You were not honoring your gifts. You weren't listening to your higher self. And that's why things were so chaotic. But now that you removed everything, removed the burden, the clutter, it's like now you can rest. Now you can have peace. Let's get a message for embracing. Look at what I have. The Five of Swords, worry, confusion, conflict, embracing internal conflict, overthinking, worry too much. Some of you are just going to be learning how to relax. How to just, recognizing at the end of the day, you're not ultimately in control. Like God is in control. Situations are going to happen. You're going to go through things. So it's like, don't worry, just be happy. Learning, not to dwell on situations, just to embrace what is going good, have a more positive mindset. Not looking at what you're lacking, but looking at, what you've gained and how you can build onto what is going good for you in life. So let's pull one more message. Spirit, give me one more message for pile 1. One more message for pile 1. For some of you also, I do see a new relationship coming in with this Justice and this Emperor. With this 10 of Pentacles, there's going to be someone who is of like a higher caliber, who's of a very high status. This is going to be someone who can take care of you, and not that you're necessarily looking for that, but this person is going to step up to the plate and is going to want to be that provider. I heard like match your energy. This person would definitely match your energy. They would desire the same things that you desire. Also with the Sun card twice, for some of you, I heard expected pregnancy and unexpected. So for some of you, you will be getting pregnant. It will be unexpected. But for others of you, expected pregnancy. And looking at the 10 of Wands, you may have had trouble conceiving. I heard giving birth. So you may be giving birth in the month of March for someone. And for others of you, with this 10 of Wands, you're going to be finding out that you're pregnant with child. And this is something you've been struggling with. I heard like just body issues. So there may have been some concerns when it comes to your reproductive system. I heard like clearing, energy clearing, womb clearing for someone that may be very important for you if you are thinking about having a family. I heard like another child. Spirit, give me a final message for pile number 1. Look at what I have. I am the love of my life. I am enough. Yeah. You are enough. You are the love of your life. For some of you, it's like you're able to attract this person because you've learned how to love yourself. You've learned how to give to yourself. And it's like you're finally ready for this relationship. You're finally ready for this divine connection because you've done the work. You've healed. You've released. The next message is, I am abundant. I attract everything I need. Exactly. Recognizing that you're already abundant. And that you can call in whatever it is that you want, you desire. Coming out of this 5 of Swords energy of worry. 8 of Swords of feeling stuck. And just coming into the energy of embracing. Taking things one day at a time. Not overthinking it. Not dwelling on the negative. It's like by you thinking more positive, then you will be able to call in what you truly desire. You'll be able to create more abundant energy, more positive energy for yourself, and attract those things to you. The last message is, I honor my intuition. I trust myself. Exactly. The High Priestess in the reverse. Honor your intuition. Trust yourself. Trust what you are feeling. Do not doubt. Trust that gut feeling. Spirit will never lead you wrong. But you have to listen. Listen to that inner calling. Listen to that inner voice. I heard like the navigator. Like Spirit is like your GPS. Whenever you steer off course, Spirit will redirect you back on course. And you may have to take some detours. But ultimately you're going to end up at your destination. And it's like that's where your intuition is trying to take you, pile 1. It's trying to take you to your destination. So, pile number 1, these are your messages. I hope they resonate. Stay true to thyself and real with thyself. Grow with me as I grow with you. Everyone, stay blessed. Hello, pile number 2. So we're going to look at the month of March and what you can expect. So first I have the King of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So pile number 2, with this King of Wands being in the reverse, there is something that's not moving forward. And with the Three of Pentacles clarifying it, for some of you, this is something that has to do with a career or some type of opportunity. I heard like a job opportunity for someone. So there's an opportunity or something that has to do with your job, your employment that may not be moving forward. And it's like with this Judgment, which is in the reverse, and this Page of Cups, this is like divine order for you. So the fact that this career isn't going the way that you want it to go, this job isn't working out, this opportunity fell through, this is divine order from Spirit, because it wasn't meant to work out. It wasn't meant to come together for you. With this Page of Cups, like there's something else that Spirit wants to give you, but it's like you don't see it. There's another opportunity, like there's a different path that Spirit wants you to take, and it's not the one that you're currently on. So it's like, I heard like a tower moment. So for some of you, you're getting ready to experience a tower moment. It feels like everything is just falling apart. It's too much on your plate. You can't hold on any longer because you're not meant to hold on. You're meant to walk away and just give it up. It's like you're trying to stay over here, but Spirit is like, I have something better for you right here. With this Four of Cups and this Ten of Swords clarifying, and the Ace of Cups clarifying, it's like for some of you, you're so focused on or you will be so focused on the disappointment that you won't see what Spirit is trying to offer you. Like, look at how her back is turned. Yes, her back is turned. Like, why are you bothering me? Why are you here? I want to be left alone. It's like with this Ten of Swords, you're going to be wallowing, going to be upset in a sunken place, because it's like you wanted what you wanted. But Spirit is like, there's an opportunity that I have for you that is going to be overflowing. That is going to give you more than what you wanted. All you have to do is turn around and then receive it. Stop being upset. Stop being disappointed. For some of you, I'm also getting like you may see something like on Facebook about someone, I heard like from your past, who you were dating, that's really going to put you in this Ten of Swords, like heartache energy. But again, Spirit is saying, why are you focused on that person, that situation that's done with? I have something better for you. I'm going to give you something, someone who's actually going to give, who's going to pour into you. I need you to turn around and see the light. I need you to turn around and see this blessing. Stop looking down and pick your head up and embrace what I have. I heard like good news. Yeah, you're going to be receiving some good news in the month of March, pile number 2. And I heard like wipe away. I feel like whatever good news you receive, it's going to wipe away whatever disappointment you have experienced. Next, we have the Six of Swords. Clarify about the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's something that someone wants to give up on. Someone is ready to give up on something that they love, that they've been working hard on, because you're not seeing the growth. You're not getting the outcome you're expecting. But Spirit is saying, like, hold on just for a little while longer with the Six of Swords being in the reverse. Like, don't give up on this. There's a lot of abundance coming to you. You're going to see it pay off. Like, don't give up. Like, you're ready to leave. You're ready to walk away with your head hanging down, sunken. But Spirit is like, no, you don't need to walk away. You don't need to be in a sunken place. Just hold on. Don't give up on this. You're going to see it pay off. I feel like for For some of you, like if you walk away from this, you're going to end up regretting it. Because I'm going back to this Ace of Cups. It's like you've been pouring into this. You've been giving into this. And it's like you're going to regret it with this Ten of Swords if you walk away. Don't walk away before you reach your breakthrough. It's right there. Continue hoping. Continue believing. Continue having faith. Your faith is what is going to carry you through pile number 2. At the bottom of the deck, look at what I have. The Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to turn it around in your favor. Things are turning in your favor, Spirit says. You just don't see it because it's like you're going to go through a tower moment. Or for some of you, you're already going through a tower moment. So it's like everything is falling apart. Nothing's working out the way that you wanted to. But that's because you need to walk away. Those things don't belong. They no longer fit. You no longer fit where you are. It's time for you to do something different. Spirit is trying to stir things up. And when God stirs things up, it makes us uncomfortable. But it's okay. It's only for a season, pile number 2. Things are turning around for you. Things are going to work out. You just have to believe and understand that like whatever Spirit is offering you is better than what you're already getting. Let's pull some more messages. Spirit, give me some more messages for pile number 2. Some final messages for pile number 2. Look at what I have. Protection and illumination. Yeah. You're finally going to see the light. You are finally going to see the light. It's like everything that's been hidden from you. You've been in the dark about certain things. Like Spirit hasn't been showing you certain things. Because I heard like differently. Spirit doesn't want you to act differently to influence the outcome of the situation. So that's why things have been hidden from you. But they're finally getting ready to be illuminated. You're finally getting ready to see what's in store. What Spirit, what God has been planning for you all along. Understand, I'm looking at the thunder. Like as you go through these endings, this tower moment, like it's for your good. You are being protected while you are going through your storm. God will never leave nor forsake you. You are not alone. You are being protected as you go through your storm. So understand that whatever happens to you is for your highest good. It's meant to grow you. It's meant to elevate you as a person. Let's pull some final messages. Spirit, tell me about protection. Look at what I have. The Emperor and the Page of Cups. For some of you, this protection is from a relationship. From a connection. You were protected from this person because they were just feeding you dreams. I'm looking at the pigs. Pigs fly. Person was just feeding you dreams. They weren't a true emperor. They weren't someone you could build with, you could grow with. You're being protected from this person, from this relationship, from this disappointment. It's like, but do you see it? There's going to be a lot illuminated. And you're going to be glad that it didn't work out. That you finally saw the truth when it came to this relationship, when it came to this person. They were very ungrounded. I'm looking at the feet. Very childish in their thinking when it comes to love. Very wishy-washy. Wherever the wind blows, that's the direction they go in. Not someone who's stable. Acts off emotions too much and don't really think things through. Let's get a message for illumination. The Empress, yeah. Because this person isn't the one. They weren't the one. For some of you, this person may have gotten you pregnant, left you by yourself. You may be a single parent. For some of you, what's going to be illuminated is that, you know what? If you would have stayed with this person, you would have gotten pregnant by this person, you would have been by yourself. Because this person just wasn't ready. For some of you, this person has a history of doing this. They're just not ready. Illumination, you were never going to grow with this person. This relationship wasn't going anywhere. The Emperor and the Empress in the reverse. You know, Pile 2, you have to be careful who you connect with. Because a person can lower your value. With this Emperor and Empress, like both in the reverse, is like Spirit is saying whatever you had going for yourself, whatever, you know, goals, dreams you were set out to accomplish, it's like this person like would have stripped that. This person would have stripped your essence. They would have changed your life. They would have created a lot of hardships, a lot of difficulties, challenges for you. You wouldn't have been able to operate in your highest self, as your true self, because you were connected to this person. For some of you, this person would have had you doing things of a low vibration because they were operating from a low vibration. I know the saying, go tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. But I can say the same thing about relationships. Tell me who your spouse is. Tell me who your significant other is and I'll tell you who you are. Because you're not going to connect with anyone who's not like-minded. Because either you're going to draw that person or they're going to draw you. And Spirit is saying that if you would have stayed in this relationship, they would have drew you. And would have made you into the Empress in the reverse instead of the Empress upright. Instead of you being in your power, you creating. You acting from a place of integrity. Connecting with your higher self. You would have, for some of you, this person is into pharmaceuticals. And I'm not talking about the legal type of pharmaceuticals. Yeah, this person would have had you doing things that you would have never thought you would do. I heard jail time. For some of you, you would have got arrested. Would have got a record by being with this person. Very immature. For some of you, I heard like for the streets. This person is very much involved in the street life. I heard like not your cup of tea. This person isn't for you. They would have lowered your value, lowered your worth, made you feel like you were unworthy. What does it say? You'll call, the word says, you'll call good evil and evil good. That would have been you. That would have been the mindset you would have been placed in. You would have been saying what was good was evil, was bad, and what was bad was good. That's just how confused this person would have had you. So count it all as a blessing. Count it all as joy in that whatever is being stripped away from you, whether it's a relationship, a job, a career, God has something better. God wants you to have more. And as the tower falls, you are being protected. And you are going to land on solid ground. Spirit says you're going to land right on your feet. Pile number 2. So these are your messages. I hope they resonate. Stay true to thyself and real with thyself. Grow with me as I grow with you. Everyone stay blessed. Hello, pile number 3. So we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading. These messages are for the month of March. So I have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Okay, the Ace of Wands being in the reverse. Okay, pile number 3. So there's going to be a disappointment when it comes to a relationship in the month of March. This pile is very relationship heavy. So if it's not resonating with you, if everything is going great in your connection, then this may not be the pile for you. You may want to go and look at pile number 1 or 2. So, pile number 3. I'm getting the Chris Brown song, Young Love. For someone, you've been in this relationship for a long time. Like, you've been with this person since you were like teenagers. And there is something that you're getting ready to find out about this person that is going to break your heart. For someone, you're married to this person. This is going to break your heart. I heard a picture. I'm also getting like social media. So for someone, you may just be strolling through social media or, you know, on your person's timeline, and you may actually find a picture of them with someone else. I heard like beach attire. So they may be on the beach with another person. And I heard provocative, like a provocative pose where you know, they're more than just friends. So there's definitely going to be a relationship that is no longer moving forward in the month of March, and this is going to be a heartbreak for someone. And I'm so sorry to whoever this message applies to. Looking at the 9 of Wands and clarifying, it is the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Page of Cups. Okay, so for others of you, your guard is up. Like, you're not going to be in the mood to entertain anybody who's coming with any type of game, trying to run any game on you. It's like you're focused on other things. For some of you, there's going to be someone who's going to try to come into your energy. This person is a player. I heard the Tupac song, I Get Around. This person gets around, pile number 3. But I feel like you are already going to be 10 steps ahead. And so your guard is already going to be up. It's like your intuition is going to be heightened. And you're already going to know that this person isn't coming for anything serious. They're not offering anything solid. They just heard, I heard like hit it and quit it. So, you know, they just want to be in and out. That's it. Player energy, 100%. And it's like you're going to just be focusing on like your career. For some of you, you may be going to school, but it's like you really don't have time to entertain this person because you already know what they're about. I feel like this person, you know, they're going to make several attempts to try to get your attention, but it's just not going to work because you're focused on bigger and better things. Pile number 3. Looking at this King of Swords in the reverse, and this is clarified by the Empress in the reverse, the 7 of Cups in the reverse, the 10 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so someone isn't thinking logically or won't be thinking logically when it comes to a relationship, not using wisdom, sound judgment. This is your energy. Pile number 3 for some of you, this 10 of Wands. So you're trying to hold on to a relationship that is not working. For some of you, this person, you know, already has a baby mama or baby father that they are still dealing with. For some of you, you're going to be finding out her pregnant, that they have gotten someone else pregnant. But it's like you want this person to drop all of their options, to leave the baby mother or the father of their child alone and be with you. Like you want them to kind of, you know, slow down and settle down with you. But that's not possible because this person isn't ready. They just have a lot of things going on. But you're still trying to hold on to the situation. And it's like you're wishful thinking that this person is going to leave the other person or drop their other options for you. And that's not the case. You're not going to be able to change this person. And that's why the King of Swords is in reverse, because it's like I heard there you go telling me no again. Because for some of you, this isn't the first time you've been through this with this person before. And it's like Spirit is saying, you know, it's time for you to now use wisdom in this situation and accept it for what it is. If it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. It's a duck, pile number 3. So I feel like that's going to be an issue for some of you. You struggling with letting go, accepting the truth, accepting this person for who they are. Next, I have the Chariot, which is clarified by everything is fine in the reverse, and the 4 of Cups in the reverse. Again, wishful thinking. I feel like with this everything is fine, being in the reverse for some of you again, and we have the 10 of Swords, there's going to be some heartache around a relationship, a connection in the month of March for someone. With this 4 of Swords, it's like, for some of you, this person is going to want you to come back, or the roles could be reversed. You're going to want this person to come back to you. Someone is leaving. Someone is walking away from a relationship. So this could either be you, pile number 3, or the other person. But someone is going to want the other person to come back, with this 4 of Cups being in the reverse. Lastly, at the bottom of the deck was the 3 of Cups, clarified by the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So for some of you, I feel like your friends are going to get together and kind of take you out, get you out of the house. With this 5 of Pentacles being in the reverse, you may be going on a blind date, meeting someone new. But for some of you, this may be like a mutual friend. I feel like your friends are really going to be very much involved in your love life for some, for the month of March. I'm also looking at this middle friend, and I feel like there's this energy just reminds me of someone's mother. I feel like someone's mother, I heard like interference, maybe interfering in their relationship in the month of March, very heavily in the month of March. I feel like with this 5 of Pentacles, for someone, you may be moving out of your parents' home. I heard like leaving home for the first time. Let's pull some more messages. Spirit, give me some more messages for pile number 3. More messages for pile number 3. Yeah, I heard there goes my baby. So yeah, someone's mom is going to be disappointed or upset because you're leaving home, you're moving out. I have stand still. Let's get another message. Okay. I can't make it up. Pile number 3. Look what came out. Wisdom. Stand still. Wisdom. And adventure. So I feel like Spirit is saying like you just need to be open to the new possibilities. Stop being stuck on the same person, the same thing. It's just time to let go and embrace a new experience. And to just use wisdom. Like you've been through enough. You already know better. So now it's time for you to do better, to take action to do better. And I feel like with this stand still, it's like just observe. I like to say what Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, believe them. All you have to do is observe. People will show you who they are. But with your observation, you have to be able to accept the truth. Let's pull some more messages. Spirit, tell me about standing still. Do I have death and rebirth in the reverse? Yeah. For some of you, you're staying in the same situation. It's like you're not learning Yeah, 10 of Wands. You keep holding on. You're not learning. Spirit says it's time for you to let go so that you can learn, so that you can grow and actually get what you want. Call in what you desire, the relationship that you desire. Let's get a message for wisdom. Oh, I can't make it up. 4 of Wands and the Devil in the reverse. This person is never going to give you what you want when it comes to a relationship, whether you're married to this person or not. It's like they have shown you this person is very toxic, unhealthy, very selfish. It's all about them. For some of you, this person is just very controlling, and I heard narcissistic. Yes, this person only thinks about themselves. Whatever benefits them. It's like they can take a situation that has absolutely nothing to do with them and make it about them. That's what a narcissist does. They make everything about them. They make you feel guilty, make you question yourself, make you doubt yourself. No, it's time for you to use wisdom. 4 of Wands, this person is not going to give you what you want. They're not in a space, a head space, a heart space to give you that. But it's like you keep repeating the same cycle. So it's like, when are you going to learn? Experience is the best teacher. So it's like Spirit is saying, I'm teaching you, but are you taking it in? Are you learning? Let's get a message for adventures. I'm also getting, like, for someone with this wisdom, Devil in the reverse and 4 of Wands in the reverse, is like, don't repeat the same cycle. If you've gotten out of a situation, if you closed out a hard cycle, a very toxic relationship, it's like, don't repeat the same cycle. It's like, now that you've been through that experience, you're able to recognize the warning signs. Again, whatever somebody's showing you, whatever actions they are putting forth, it's like, believe it. That's who they are. Okay. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah. For some of you, it's like you're just not learning. You're not learning. And it's like with this adventures, it's like there's a new experience, new opportunities that are waiting for you, but it's like you're still stuck. You still have your eyes closed, and it's time for you to open them to see. Because there's more for you. There's more for you than what this person has to offer you. But you have to want it. And you have to recognize, pile number 3, like, that you deserve more. That's where it really starts with self. Understanding, like, that you deserve more. Once you realize what you deserve, then, you know, you won't take anything less from anyone else. So pile number 3, these are your messages. I hope they resonate. Stay true to thyself and real with thyself. Grow with me as I grow with you. Stay blessed.